I think it's quite random, but I can definitely say it's when I particularly feel music that I really like. So it comes from like a place like really deep, and so that when I establish that connection with that music that I really like, those things start to flourish, like the colors, the images, the things, because that's when I'm actually feeling like I'm intertwined with the music, with the song. So really being in that deep. So, and then with music that maybe I don't feel so much. There's to a degree it still gives me those images, but it's like those images are weaker because I feel obviously it's not as attached to music that I may feel as much, but I guess those images are just as important as the ones that are really strong, because images can be weak, colors can be weak, they can be paler, they can be darker, they can be richer. So I guess it works with the dance. Your dance can be lighter, it can be darker, it can be deeper. So, the descriptive words work via action and via kind of mental as well. Yeah, there was one battle in particular, quite recent, which I did at an event called Can You Rock Me, which is a big battle in Sopot in Poland. And I did a battle, a house dance battle that I won. And in the semi-final, there was one particular round where I'd never heard the song before, but instantly I knew there was something in this song that started to trigger these particular things off. Now, when I watch the video back, I see the colors in the video and they're blue. Like the background of the whole video is blue, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird because blue is quite a significant color that I see when I dance or I hear a particular song. So the background is blue, this club is blue, the song I'm hearing is this kind of emotion or this kind of color visually that I'm seeing. And then I watch the way I dance, and it's in a way that I've never danced before. So it's kind of like this solely has to connect somehow these different things, like the colors that are visually in the video that you can see, the colors that I'm feeling, the song that I'm listening to, who I'm exchanging with, and this thing which is like brings all of those elements together, definitely in some way has to connect. And the more I watch that video, the more I start to understand that, okay, I think this thing that I'm talking about actually exists in some sort of way. So for me, that's quite a significant battle. And that was, I think that was in May, end of May this year, 2014. Not like a particular favorite battle moment, but just like, I think me and my friends who have traveled here this weekend, we all say that Paradiso as an event venue is one of our favorites to be at, just because it's so like kind of magical in the sense that it used to be an old church, which is now kind of being made into this nightclub. And so like the kind of when the music plays, you still have these old kind of what's the word, like these old church style glass windows where you can kind of hear that the noise that's created through the building kind of echoes off of those windows. So it's just this crazy ambient sound that comes from Paradiso, which is quite, you're not going to get that kind of sound texture in your kind of regular nightclubs. So when you have that going on and these lights which are like blues and purples and all the kind of forever color signatures that come with this event, like when all of that comes into play, it's like, wow, It's kind of like a similar sensation that I was talking about when I had this battle in Poland, but this kind of mixture of all of these things. Always, whenever I come to Paradiso, it's just that I know what to expect, and it's that feeling I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna feel that again. So with Trocadero, the space in London where a lot of the hip hop dance culture has kind of flourished. Unfortunately, the space had to close down earlier this year in January because unfortunately the government are now building a brand new hotel over the space. What's happened now is the dancers have migrated to Charing Cross Station, so another underground station, and the staff at the station have been very kindly been able to give us the space to practice. So every week we have a designated day for a designated style of music. So from Monday to Thursdays we have house, hip hop, popping, locking. So anyone who comes to visit, there's another place to come down and practice and share and have fun. And good things, I think, the positive things about from Trocadero closing is that it's really helped to bring the whole dance culture together where it comes to going out and clubbing. I think the club scene is now much better because I think some dancers in London, or dancers in general, can forget that this source of dance that people are learning comes from a particular place, and it's good to always go back to that source and feed that energy from that source because a lot of people get fixated in training all the time, training, and they forget the real root of what they're doing. So for me, that's one positive that's come from that. So yeah, anytime you come to London, you can come to Charing Cross and practice with us. This performance that we are doing as Soul Footwork Collective is choreographed by Mamson from Serial Steppers, Monteposi, and it's a first-time collaboration with him. And he's been a mentor or someone that has been involved with Soul Footwork for quite a while now. We decided to make this project to challenge ourselves and to help to push the hip-hop and house dance culture in the UK. So Soul Footwork have been providing workshops and classes for people who have an interest in wanting to learn these dance styles. And the dancers that are involved in this show tonight are a mixture of people with different levels, different experiences, but have a love for hip-hop and house. So that is the thing that brings the whole collective together. And Mamson wanted to work with us on creating this piece. So it's a debut show. And we're just looking really forward to showcasing it tonight, and we'll be showcasing it at House Dance Forever as well. So John has also given us a lot of belief and hope and given us this platform to really show what some of the dancers from the UK are able to give. And this is a way to help kind of, again, establish a connection with dancers abroad, with dancers from the UK, because for a lot of people who are in this show, it's their first time coming to like an international event. So like it's really cool that they'll be able to do something like this for their first time at a prestigious event like this. So it's quite an honor to be able to get given this chance to do this.
And I hope we can work again to do something special, between Paris and London. It's about the feeling. It's about the feeling because for me it's the new generation, And when I saw Footwork, I saw in the back. I say, okay, they're gonna grow up and they're gonna be good, That's why I say I would like to work with Footwork to do something good, because I love to make choreography. So that's why I asked, is it possible to work together? They say, oh yeah. So finally we did it. Humble people, really. Humble people. It's not do you know who I am? That's why. Simple person and very good people. Frankie J for me is the new generation in London. Is for me one of the best in UK in house, because you saw him, you feel the house, of course, and in 2-3 years it's gonna be very good. I think. I feel. So that's why. But you know, he's good, but he's very humble. That's why I love. Yeah, he's very humble. Okay, thank you. What I have to do. You know, he's not. Yeah, you know who I am. Not simple. So yeah, don't change, Frankie. Don't change, please.
I have been to Spain, like mainland Spain, islands, the islands as well, Spain, Amsterdam. I've been to France, Paris, Germany. I've been to Beijing, China. I've been to Poland. I have been to the Bahamas, very luckily, yes. I've been to the US, Florida mainly. I have been to Ireland, so UK. I've been also to Morocco, Marrakesh, which was a really good experience actually, very good experience. Yeah, I think that's my main ones. Like I've traveled to quite a few, I can't remember everything, but those are the ones I feel for sure have given me a lot of significant experience with dancing, for sure. One thing that that kind of was my first kind of big shock when I first started traveling was just seeing how big other dance communities were in other countries. Because growing up, when you're learning dancing in one place or one country, you get caught up in a world where you think, okay, this is it. This is the dance world, and this is all you're gonna get, and this is your world. And then until you start traveling, it's like it's just a huge door that opens you to this huge kingdom of dancers, and it's like you know, it's amazing. I was blown away when I first came. Like Forever, actually, Summer Dance Forever was the first international event in 2012 I started to travel to. So to come back to it every year and see the progression of what I've experienced from it, and also my dance, and also the people that I'm meeting when I come here, it's incredible. Like it changes every time. So for people who want to start traveling, like even going to an event more than once is really beneficial, because you then become part of the growth of the event, and you're a part of that event, and your experience is different every time. You meet new people, you network, you gain so much rich information from people that you will not see all the time. So to make the opportunity to travel, you're not just going on holiday, or you're not just doing this dance competition, this battle, but it's more about gaining your own self-awareness of this dance and this culture, and where all of these things come from, and learning something about yourself as well. I've gained all of these things in different ways in all the different countries that I've managed to travel to so far. So I'm very lucky and very privileged that I get the chance to travel with dancing and be able to work from dancing, because it's not easy, and it's still not easy for me. I'm still very new at doing this, so it's something that, passing on to other people who want to do it, you need to dedicate yourself to be able to take in these experiences. And even if they're bad or good experiences, an experience is an experience. So, it's always going to topple the next thing. It's going to be your next step. So, I suggest, travel more, because it's really important and it's really fun. Graduated from high school, and I went on to completing my A-levels at college, and then from there I decided to go into studying my degree in contemporary dance. So I was at London Contemporary Dance School for 3 years, and that was studying classical, and then I came out with first honours, so that was cool. And and those have been like my main degree or study achievements. And I also studied at Swindon Youth Dance Academy, which is where I did most of my educational training in hip-hop dance styles. Just keep having fun with dancing, because again, that is the most important factor when it comes to dancing and learning dancing, because that thing alone is the thing that creates these paths. I can't particularly say that this does this and this does that, because through my own experience, by having fun at what I do is what has created these opportunities for me. So it sounds simple, but it's the real thing. Like, it's the real thing for me that has made me experience all the things that I have so far. And to just be honest with yourself and to believe that you are you for a reason, and to have confidence in that.
Peace, man. Thank you.